Chapter 4. Today we are going to talk about modal verbs. What are modals? We have modals in English and they add information to a sentence. Here are the English modals. To want to, in German, wollen. To have to, in German, müssen. In English we can also say must. You must do something or you have to do something. To be allowed to, dürfen. To be supposed to, sollen. To be able to, können. In English we also say I can do that or I'm able to do that. And would like to, mögen. Alright. Now let's look at what modals are doing. You probably guessed that they might be a little irregular. Alright, let's look at können. Let's conjugate it. Können. Ich kann. It's like the English word I can, right? You see the relationship? What happened here? The umlaut changed to a and there's no ending. Even though it says ich, and we learned that ich usually adds an i. Modals do not add an i when in the ich form. Du kannst. Again, the a, o umlaut changes to a, ending is regular. Sie, es kann, he can, that's like English again, no ending. So, ich kann, kann, no ending. And o umlaut changes to a. Now, let's see what happens when we use the modal müssen. And of course, können, as you see, the plural is completely regular. Again, it goes back to the infinitive and adds the personal endings. Alright, müssen. Ich muss. In English we say I must, right? So you see the same basic form still in German also. Umlaut drops out. You. And no ending for ich. Du musst. Again. You. T ending, ST ending. Sie, es muss. You umlaut to you, no ending. Plural goes back to the infinitive form with the personal endings. Wir müssen, ihr müsst, sie müssen. Dürfen. You probably figured out by now that the umlaut disappears, right? You umlaut becomes a. Ich darf. No ending. I'm allowed to. Du darfst. ST ending as we learned. Sie, es darf. Again, you umlaut changes to R. You umlaut changes to A. Sie, es darf. No ending. Okay, so ich darf, du darfst, darf. Plural goes back to the original form and adds the endings we have learned previously. Wollen. Now look at what wollen does. Ich will. The O changes to I. No ending, but it means I want to. So don't get it confused with the English I will. In English, I will means something completely different. If you see ich will in German, that means I want to. Yeah, I want to. Du willst. Yeah, you see the word, the English word, the will. You want to do something, you have the will to do something. Sie, es will, again, I. And no ending. So, ich will, du willst, will. Plural, back to the infinitive with the personal endings. Alright, sollen. Now, sollen is an easy one. The O doesn't do anything. It just stays as it is. No ending for ich. Du adds an ST. Stays in its form without an ending. And the plural is completely regular. So, that's the easiest one. Now, können, to be able to, in German it also expresses the mastery of something. So if you say, ich kann Deutsch, that means that you know how to speak German. Yeah, okay. Again, let's go over them. Modals, like we have them in English. Können, vowel changes in most modals. O umlaut to a, U umlaut to U, U umlaut to A, O to I, and here sollen has no change in it. Okay,